Hanging on the cool. Hanging on the cool. Hanging on the cool.
Banging on the speakers, ayy. This shit feel nostalgic, ayy. Feel like I was Frank, ultra from the palette, ultra from the aura, ayy. Shine like ultraviolet, ayy. You should back up from me, cause I tend to get violent. Say I'm going easy, yeah, I'm finna.
Anime, we have everybody's attention, please. We are now boarding the brothership, the only place in outer space where the nerds come for the content and the culture. As always, we are your hosts, the co-captains of the cool kids, aka Genkai's favorite guys. And let us never forget the deadliest background in the podcasting industry, preaching the good word on all things nerd. 'Tis I, the frozen one, Mr. Matthew Porter, aka a tall glass of gin, woo, and juice, here with my bro pilot, my pod tonic life partner, the scholar from planet Sadala himself, Mr. Troll Trav. Beam me up, Travie.
Man, y'all know who it is. It's the kid Troll told Trav, and I say this with saying pride because
So prideful.
Lord Beerus knows I've never been a cheater, and that's why I always stay with one woman like Vegeta. And here at the Brothership, we gonna take flight with our takes, but please don't take our head. We ain't no kites.
We ain't no kites.
And we are here for episodes 11 to 13, concluding Lazarus.
The finale, baby.
We made it. What a ride it's been. What a
fucking ride.
You know?
Hey, what
episodes, Episode 11, running with the devil. 12, close to the edge. And 13, the world is yours. The world.
Whose world is this?
World.
Smile. Whose world is this? Shout out to Dope. That's a great movie. I gotta go back for that. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. But I guess we can start off this finale with a bang, because episode 11, Running with the Devil, starts off with a motherfucking bang.
The bull, the Phantom Assassin.
The Phantom Assassin. Look, let me just say this. There are people who can fight, and then there's these two motherfuckers. Then there's the Phantom Assassin, and then there's Axl Gilberto.
Right.
They've been training their whole lives for this moment.
And you know what's so funny? We don't even know how Axl got his hands. We get the backstory on the Phantom Assassin, but with Axl, you know, he just a kid from the streets.
I know, we jump ahead. We all over the place. We do what we want.
Yeah, you know, we do it. We do it how we want over here.
We do get some backstory for the Phantom Assassin. We won't bury the lead on who the Phantom Assassin actually is, but I do want to touch on, just in a relatable note to that, when we're figuring out his backstory, did you kind of get the sense that like Axl might have been a part of that program? Because like pre them saying like what happened like to that program, and niggas could have survived. I'm just saying. I'm like, yo, Axl got crazy hands, crazy feet. Like he's just like, this ain't no just like, you know, cut my tooth street fighting. Like this is training. Like this is conditioning.
Right.
Like this is like built into your subconscious. And then, you know, again, we'll get there when we get there. But the necklace that Axl has wearing, that's his good luck charm, is directly tied to something that is very important to the Phantom Assassin. So I'm wondering, we'll get there. So we get this amazing fight scene.
Yeah. And you know what though? I mean, like, since we're right here, I will say like my one of my critiques of the show, I do wish we got a little bit more backstory on Axl.
Yeah. Especially like if this is an isolated show, like this one season. But I know me and you had talked about it before off mic, that I feel like they definitely left it to where it could go either way.
It definitely,
we'll get there.
It definitely ended in a way where they're like, if this joint bringing money, all right,
we'll bring it back.
It's like a limit.
Let's see what them year-end ratings look like before we announce anything, bro.
It's like when fast food restaurants test things with the limited time only recipe, and then like if it's a hit, they just keep it on the menu.
Hell yeah, you already know.
So you know we're gonna see.
It's like that King's Hawaiian fish sandwich at Arby's.
The King's. Have you ever had Arby's? I think we've talked about this before.
I tell you, circa 2016, I survived off $1 RB sliders, dog. Like, bro, that was life, bro. Like summer 16, and you know, little $10, get 10 sliders, be laced for the day, bro. Stop playing with me.
So 2016 was the year of RB sliders and Fetty Wap.
Bro, I had the meats. Whoa.
Did you?
Arby's and Fetty Wap is crazy.
Yo, Fetty Wap had the summer on smash.
Yo, 1000%, dog. Like my man literally couldn't miss, dog. Like,
nah, he was perfect from the field that year.
Some might say he kept hitting bullseyes.
Oh man, Fetty Tien, man.
You know who else don't miss, Trav? The Phantom Assassin.
Ooh, good. Way to get us back on track.
How many? So I'm all for tactical pockets, especially like if this is the profession that you want to have. You got to be able to keep them things on you. The way that he moves, the impacts that he takes, his fighting style. A, how many fucking grenades does he have in his pockets? And B, how don't they all go off?
With the way he be moving too,
like bro, like running in the shit, jumping, like hitting landings, free falling.
He got
bro,
the most utility of all utility trench coats,
bro.
like.
And I only saw him digging them two pockets, like the front, like the Reggie pockets. Like he didn't know, he ain't going to the pants, he ain't going to the cargo pockets, nothing, bro. It was just the two regular ass jacket pockets, and my man had unlimited spawning grenades.
The deepest coat pockets you'll ever see,
bro. But it's just like having, because so obviously we know that he had like the dagger and the piano wire, which is like his magnum opus, but having grenades as your secondary loadout is fucking crazy.
Right. He's like, I could use these, and like it's not like he cares about limiting damage and saving those around him. So exactly. I mean, he might just he's in it for the love of the game.
1000%, bro. Because we got people who might specialize in hand to hand, and then like their second loadout. So Axl, hand to hand second loadout, he got his pistol. If he need it, got the blicky if he needed the 9. My man got the dagger piano wire combo, and they said, "What's your secondary weapon?" He said, "Grenades."
Yeah,
but I was like, "No. Everybody gets like grenades. Like, what's your secondary weapon?" He said, "My man, I said grenades."
It's grenades. I'm telling you.
He said, "I need that as my secondary and as my projectile in my loadout screen, bro."
Right. Stop asking me questions.
Yeah, facts. Having an extendo kit for grenades is crazy.
Yo, right? Like you on some other shit at that point, and is he on some other shit,
bro? The funniest shit ever was so obviously we've seen Axl be like the man when it comes to hand to hand combat.
Yeah, like I don't even think he got punched
at all. Like,
up to that point, outside the big Russian bull.
Yeah, big facts.
That kind of gave him trouble.
Phantom Assassin. They're like they're evenly matched, but it does seem that he's getting a bit of an edge on Axl. Axl does take some damage.
He gets some licks. Yeah, he gets some licks for sure.
When I tell you the part where he jumps off the bridge and like lands on the boat again, luckiest motherfucker ever.
he just happens to know when things are coming for him to land on.
When I tell you the audible belly laugh I let out when Axl falls on the boat, thinks that he gets like a little breather. He's like, all right, cool. I know he's going to find me eventually, but I get a little second to recoup. And my man comes out of the boat, like out of the dock. He comes out of the main cabin of the ship. And Axl's just like, what the fuck? Yo?
like, what's so funny in that scene? I was sitting there because I laughed too. And I was kind of like, because how with the cop that keeps reappearing, that is like the gag.
You thought it might have been him?
No. I'm like, is this moment where he pops up out of on the boat too, like supposed to be serious or funny? Because I thought that shit was funny as hell.
I thought that shit was hilarious because I was like, when you see like, because you see like his silhouette. Shout outs to Hood. You see his silhouette. Yeah. Oh yeah. you see him like, you see like a body like in the why I keep wanting to say cockpit? What the fuck is what do you call the thing when you're in the boat? Like the main thing for the boat?
I don't know.
I think it's the head. I want to say it's called the head. We're gonna call it the head. I know that's also.
I was about to say something stupid like, the captain station or some shit.
Look, fuck it, we ball. The captain station. That's what we gonna call it. Captain station. Name of this episode. Until we find something better.
Right.
But yeah, but like when you see there's like a person standing like in the captain station, I like in my head I was like, that'd be funny as shit if it was him. And then he opens the door and it is him.
Yeah.
I was like, that's fucking hilarious, bro. It's like the Terminator, dog. Like my man couldn't get away.
Yeah. But real quick too, just some like funny scenes because for those that are listening, I got my wife watching this now, so we were rewatching episode, what was it, 4? Might have been 4, where 4 or 3, whenever they go to raid or go to Delta Medicinal's headquarters and to get in contact with the president of the company. And
I think I feel like that was 3. I think that was 3.
Okay, but I started laughing again because remember you and I for the elevator scene when
we were so confused.
Yeah. And so I remember I was like, all right, I'm gonna pay close attention.
Doesn't make any sense.
Still doesn't make any sense.
Right.
If anything, it's funnier, right? Because the black bull, like you see his hand and he he's like shaking and then grabs Axl's face and
smirking and shit.
Yeah, smirks. He grabs him by his 2 cheeks and then leans in, and I'm like, it still looks like he about to kiss bull.
And then they just start fucking.
And they just start fighting. Like,
yeah, and even like the security, the female security guard,
and his lips were glossy too. So I was kind of like, what are y'all trying to say here?
Like old girl who just wouldn't get knocked out. I'm so confused by this scene.
I was rewatching that scene. It was 10 times funnier after we like kind of pointed out like this is a weird scene.
Very strangely edited scene for sure.
Yeah. So anyways, back to 11. I just thought that was funny because I was just like, wait, this scene still doesn't make any sense. And real quick, just on that scene, like Axl just somehow on his phone was able to enter the building, like his them
pirate bracelets, bro. Trying to tell you, they do everything, bro.
But what was funny was like literally no one said anything until they all got in the elevator and just started fighting. Like, why would you let it get that far?
That's what I'm saying. Like that lobby was big as shit. My man had to get through the glass doors, walk past 2 security guard stations on the east side, walk up them big ass staircase, walk through the lobby, past the check-in desk to the back elevator.
People are audibly saying, "Who is that guy? I've never seen him."
Yeah, like people in the waiting room are just like, "Oh, who's this guy? Like, who the fuck does he think he is?"
Yeah, they decide to wait until he gets on the elevator to the floor that they're trying to stop him from getting to.
Or even the fact that like as he's passing them, they just all start to get up and follow him. Not say shit, not hey, stop, or who are you? They just like they just get up. Just get up, follow him
in there, and then just start trying to fuck him up. And I'm just like, all right, sure.
I'm like, all right, bet. You sure? Like, exactly.
Y'all got it.
Right, big facts. Right. Who am I to question the creator?
Yeah, right.
I'm just a fan of this shit.
Yeah, just a fan of the game. Fan of the game.
That's all. We just in it for the love. We just in it for the love and vibes, baby. But there is another side of this episode. We do follow Doug and Alayna as they go to Pakistan, chasing down more leads.
Islamabad.
Yeah. And we do know from the previous episode that Alayna is getting a fever, which we know is the first sign that the
happening fever.
Happening is happening.
The happening is happening.
The happening.
The happening.
Name of this episode.
No relation to the fappening.
M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening.
Yeah. This would be an adaptation. M. Night Shyamalan's Hapna, an adaptation of Lazarus.
I could 1000% see him trying to do some live action Lazarus, bro. He'd make himself Skinner. You already know. He'd make himself Skinner. Yeah? Big facts. That's funny as shit. Damn, I hope we don't manifest that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know, right?
We saw what you did with the Avatar, brother. Like, we good. Yeah?
Hey, look, he a Philly resident, so he could find his way to this podcast and get some ideas.
Hey, look, man. Like, and as a state mate, like, we'll show love.
That's what I'm saying.
Find something else, brother. Original scripts.
Yeah, if you need us as consultants, we'll take that. But,
I'd rather you do the seventh sense.
or the seventh trumpeter.
Oh, okay.
Come on now. Come on now.
You let him cook.
Come on now. And it's the bio behind Dr. Skinner. It's not Lazarus, but it's his life before Lazarus.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
Come on, man.
It would have the tagline under the whatever the main title would be. It would be a Lazarus story.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what it would.
Mm-hmm. In the previews, you see a young Hirsch.
Big facts.
Uh-huh.
Played by Bryce Dallas Howard and all the things that M. Night Shyamalan does. Bro.
Yes.
Timothy Chalamet will be Axel Gilberto. Because you know they gonna have to show one like scene in the present times with the team Lazarus.
Right. Exactly.
Cameo. Damn, we about to put ideas in his head and shit, bro.
Right. They're gonna make Michael B. Jordan grow out dreads and have him be Doug.
Be Doug. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You already know.
Tom Holland's Leland.
Bro, about one second. About 1 second.
All right, we got to finish it off. Who's going to be Chris
finish
and
it
Leland?
out. All right, Chris. Damn, I feel like it's low hanging fruit. Margot Robbie.
Yes.
Margot Robbie could be Chris.
Good one.
Margot Robbie definitely
right.
be Chris. For
Now,
sure. Who else
we got Alayna. Alayna's the last one.
Oh, I feel like Elena's got to be a good one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know who could be Alayna? I
Who?
feel like I forget her real name, but she Miss Marvel from the Marvel, the young girl, from the Marvels. She was Miss Marvel.
Oh, I don't know her character name.
Is. I don't remember what her real name is.
I was gonna say I got three. I was gonna either say her or the character that played what was the youngest Stark's name that killed Night King?
Oh, Arya Stark.
Oh
yeah. Damn, what the fuck is her name? It'll come to me.
Or Millie.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That'd be a good one.
Millie Bobby Brown for Alayna.
I'd be with that. I'm down for that. I'm all the way down for that. Yeah, there we go. Lazarus. Lazarus story.
We got it. We got y'all.
Happening. A Lazarus story.
Yeah.
It's lit.
We got
That's been our show.
That's actually the show ends with just a AI generated transition into all of the actors that are going to be playing the anime counterparts in the live action movie.
1000%. They're going, low hanging fruit. They're definitely going to bring in people from the live action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, come on now!
Definitely going to bring in the whole cast.
We're going to have a multiverse, a whole multiverse. John Cho
definitely coming in 1000%.
Yeah,
it's going to be lit.
They're going to have Then they're gonna bring in Lakeith Stanfield for Samurai Champloo.
Hell yeah! they're gonna switch it up, and they're gonna have Abel's gonna be Samuel L. Jackson.
Yes.
Representation, baby.
And who did we say is gonna be Hirsch?
Oh, we said Bryce Dallas Howard.
Okay, yes, we got that. Okay,
we locked in. Who would be Who would be who would be visionary? Who would be visionary? We need a douchebaggy actor.
I was gonna say he's we'll get Franco. One of the Francos.
One of the Francos. Or I feel like Austin Butler.
Yes.
Fade Rotha. Like
Fade Rotha.
He got the hair for it.
Or they might have him as even though we probably gotta cast someone Asian, but he could be the Phantom Assassin.
Ooh, yeah. Johnny Depp could be Snyder.
Yes.
Johnny Depp could be Snyder. Yeah, we locked in.
Yeah, we about to.
We locked in. No, you know who could be? I guess spoiler alert. HQ is the Phantom Assassin. Like, yes. But you know, who's Glenn from The Walking Dead? What's this? The voice of Invincible.
Yeah,
what's his name? Stephen Young.
Stephen Young. Yeah.
He could be HQ / the Phantom Assassin.
We got y'all. Whoever's doing the live at Netflix, you always do it.
Yo, hit us up. Good. We all we want is executive writing credits, bro. That's all we need. Just trying.
And
to
if it's a flop, take our names off the executive producers list.
Don't give us shit.
Yeah, don't give us give us the money, but don't give us the credit.
Yeah, if it flops, y'all can colonize the shit out of that idea.
Yo,
go ahead and take it.
It was not done by the mothership.
Word.
Nah,
that shit was done on Earth. We live in outer space.
Yep.
that wasn't us.
We have a clause that says if this movie stinks, we are not going to be listed in the executive producing rights.
We waive all responsibility for any
we got a no trade clause.
Hell yeah. A no bomb clause.
Yeah, no bomb clause.
No bomb clause. Name of this episode.
No bomb clause.
No bomb.
We're stupid.
Clause. No bomb clause. They know better. They know.
Bomba clause.
Wanna find Skinner. Oh man, we haven't gotten out of episode 11. Doug and Alayna.
Yeah.
While chasing not only because they're looking for it's Popcorn Wizard, right?
Popcorn Wizard, yeah. Popcorn Chicken Wizard.
Is there pronouns they them? Because I feel like they said they them a lot, but I didn't know if that was like intentionally done or.
I mean, they said it a lot, and it's and they don't like they don't specifically say like that those are my pronouns, but let me see. Keep talking.
Because I remember like when Doug and Alayna were like tracking their movements, I was like, oh, they're on the move, like they this, they that, they them, and I was.
And it's like taking place in like a
exactly.
Well, in this case, the future, but with modern timeline, like things.
Absolutely, and obviously, what people's pronouns aren't indicative by how they carry themselves, but in media, I feel like. Popcorn Wizard being very eccentric and like fluid, I wouldn't be surprised. Like that'd be kind of dope. I'd be here with it if it was. I even think it's something kind of cool about it if their pronouns are they them and it wasn't like a super exaggerated plot point. Like it just kind of it is. That's just what it is. It's a normal part of life.
According to like wikis and stuff like that, it's she her, but
she they yeah. I feel like they were saying they a lot.
Yeah.
like it was like a noticeable amount for me to be like, oh cool, that's cool.
Yeah, so who knows? Maybe internet isn't hip yet to it, and we're the ones that are able to keep our eyes open and peep that.
I gotta obviously you vote for everybody black, but I gotta take this time to give another shout out to Doug. Not only was he the inspiration of, matter of fact, hold up, time out, flag on the flag. At YouTube. How we get banned for using our own voices for promoting black people that know how to swim.
Yeah, that shit crazy. That shit crazy.
Happened?
Y'all think we're spreading misinformation? That shit got me offended now.
They say they hit us with a check your source.
Yeah. Like
false propaganda being spread about black people know how to swim.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, let me find the deep end of your nearest pool and I'll show you.
I'm about to say I'll dive.
Right.
Pool full of liquor and I'll dive. And
right. How they gonna community note us for talking about how black people can swim? That's crazy.
Yeah. So for context, obviously we're gonna embellish and make jokes about it, but we got hit with like a copywriting ban for our reel about how we was hyping Doug up for being a black man in the anime that knows how to swim. Right.
They said, well, first off, you're talking about a black man in the anime. That's already red flag number one.
It was like, y'all lying about it. And he can swim.
He doesn't exist, Doug.
They said, really, brothership? And his name's Doug?
Come on. Come on.
Like, Doug, who scuba dives in the Bahamas, and you're telling me he's black? Come on now, brothership.
It can swim. And has been recruited to save the world. Okay, all right. That's where you lost us. Black person going to save the world. All right, we're done. We're done. Flag it.
Drives a blue SUV. Come on now, guys. Do your research, amateur hour.
Yeah, you're talking about Hank from
Fucking king of the hill.
Yeah. Talking about Hal. You're talking about Carl.
Talking about Jesse.
Yeah. He's on the school board, all right. We know who you're talking about.
Talking about Jace.
So yeah, y'all gotta get it corrected because all the shit in that was just all original, baby. That's all us.
Look,
no AI generations, none.
It's either that, Trav, or we're so consistent and professional in our delivery. They thought that we was copywriting. They said, oh, y'all didn't cite y'all source? Copywriting.
They said you all y'all sounded like, so this is Doug from Lazarus. I was like, damn.
They said all black nerd takes sound alike.
All blurs alike.
All blurred sound alike. That's hilarious, yo. They said our takes were so on point. It was like they had to have stolen that from somebody else.
Yeah,
they had to have taken that from another content creator. There's no way they came up with that.
This
take.
was audio pulled from the episode. It's like, what?
They said they clipped this right from Lazarus episode 10, bro.
Right.
Flag them.
Yeah. Get them off.
Oh man, but yeah, I had to get that off our chests. We had to get that off our chest. That's some fuck shit. But you know, I feel like y'all should overly promote our next one.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say here now?
But you know what? We're gonna double down and see what happens because we're gonna praise that black man Doug in this anime for a second week in a row because he literally, not figuratively, not metaphorically, he literally saved this mission with the greatest single shot that I have seen in all my days. My man on his side hit a kill shot to a back tire to a speeding car miles away.
Zooming.
Miles away. And he's like, if I don't hit this shot, they're going to get Alayna. She won't find Popcorn
After
Wizard.
taking some hits himself.
And we're fucked. If Alayna doesn't find Popcorn Wizard to be able to track down Skinner and get through all these different 1,000 Skinner pings all over the place to be able to decipher all that, we are fucked. And my man on the ground, being subdued and detained, like you said, Trav, already hit up himself, hit the single most important shot in anime history. Save the motherfucking day.
Save humanity with that shot.
Before me and Trav go on to move to episode 12 and 13, everything else that we're going to talk about is by the grace of motherfucking Doug.
That's all we doing on this podcast.
You're welcome. Put some respect on his motherfucking name. He said 4 letters, 1 word.
D-O-U-G.
Doug. Our boy. Our boy. I mean, that's all that needs to be said. No more needs to be said. That's our guy. They're the only reason that we're able to cover a 12 and a 13 is because of Doug. So we're without further ado, we're gonna pay the respect to our man.
Oh, and those who were pursuing Doug and Alayna were Inscom.
Snyder on that bullshit.
Yep, Inscom and Snyder. Yep.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that really quick because that Snyder and his bullshit does become a reoccurring thing in episode 12. So Hearst has had enough. She said, y'all been sandbagging my team. You had that shit show of a deposition where Leland was about to slime us out, but then he our nigga in real life, so we good. And he's like, and now we got Doug. Hearst is just like, we're trying to save the world, my boy. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
And Snyder and Mr. Green Beret, because they were the ones that were leading these pre-happening test trials on all these Arizona inmates. So we do get confirmation that Axl is the only surviving member of those trials.
He is the only one that survived the trials.
Everybody else had passed, and we do find out why, but we will get to that. But yeah, so Hirsch runs down on Inscom and Snyder and Mr. Green Beret, and she's like, I know y'all sick motherfuckers were testing on inmates. We have the proof. Either she leave us the fuck alone, or I'm dropping the receipts. And very casually, Snyder was just like, oh shit, by the way, you can't leave.
Because we are detaining you.
Doesn't admit to shit, but just like, oh yeah, by the way, you gotta leave. I love when he was just like, oh, it's probably for like treason or something like that.
Yeah, just figure, do the paperwork. That's not my pay grade.
He's like, I'm not even going to give you the formality of like coming up with a lie. He's like, just say it's treason, but you can't leave, bitch.
Yeah. And she knew that too, because she left that letter for Abel, like, come get me, please.
1000%. Yeah, she got this shit out quick though. I don't know who let her get out that. Like, obviously, you know, they got them do everything bracelets. You know what's so funny? I love how throughout this whole show that they've been able to keep these fucking Omni bracelets like a secret. Like nobody, no enemy or any of these people for these failed missions that are leading to find a Skinner have ever like questioned it. Only the Russians tried to take Christina's off but couldn't get it off when they had captured her. But everybody else is kind of just like, oh yeah, cool jewelry. And I'm like, my G, that lets them do everything.
They're not just Fitbits, all right?
At all.
Are those still a thing?
That's a good question.
I used to have a Fitbit. No, there's no shade. I was just curious. I mean, once I got an Apple Watch, but
I was about to say, I feel like the Apple Watch definitely did them in, yo.
Yeah, because I started with a Fitbit. But
I was about to say, I feel like most people did.
Yeah,
Like that they definitely had an era. Like,
yeah, for sure. It was
a big era,
like 2015.
Yeah, which is so funny. Like, you know, you get the Fitbit, the Apple Watch, all these walking tracking apps on your phone, and it's funny how like no one thought of that pre the Fitbit. Like the Fitbit was the thing, and then everybody was like, "Oh, why can't I just put this app on my phone?"
Yeah, the Fitbit challenges with my friends who were getting the most steps in a day.
I remember those. Good times.
So we promote health and wealth on this podcast.
Hey, look,
too.
Man, light, love, positivity. That's what we do here.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we do here.
But close to the edge, though. Close to the edge. Because I'm close to the edge.
Doug trying not to lose his head. Speaking. It's like a wonder how Herschel keeps from going under.
It's a wonder sometimes how Herschel keep going under.
Herschel keeps going under.
That's what Skinner be saying.
1000%. Speaking of Doug, we also learned that Doug had an incident in his past. So
you know what's so funny when we got to this point, I was like, finally, because like they've been making him sound like a squeaky clean ass dude, and it's just like, but he's not, because obviously he's recruited for this project.
I was about to say, and we know that Doug be catching bodies.
Yeah.
He got the blicky with the sticky.
That's what I'm saying. He John Wick with the stick.
Doug with the plug.
Yeah. Doug with the plug.
Doug with the plug. Name of this episode. I think that might be the one, Mike.
Mike, you got a bunch of selections for this.
I was about to say, you know what? Yeah, hell yeah, you pick, big dog.
Yeah.
When we listen back to this on Friday, we're like, that's the one.
That's it.
But we actually learned that both Doug and Alayna both survived an incident. We do get later explanation as to what said incident was, and it's a very familiar incident. Very familiar. We may have heard about said event before many times in this show.
Yeah, you know,
little something. But close to the edge, I'm trying to remember what was like the main thing of this episode. Oh shit! Matter of fact, one thing that I didn't touch from 11 that leads into 12. How the fuck Chris miss all them shots? I need answers. HQ, aka the Shadow Assassin. So yeah, let's touch on that really quick. So while fighting Axl, his necklace comes out in the fight, and we learn that it's a what's the Hodon program, right? Something like that.
The Hundun.
The Hundun, yeah. And if
I'm done.
If anybody's like, what the fuck is a Hundun? If you remember, if anybody's ever seen Shang-Chi, the little furry thing Morris with no face, he's a Hundun. So yeah,
those are Labubus before Labubus became
1000%. That's funny that you just brought that up, because I just looked those up for the first time today.
Bro,
these shows are kind of cool. Yeah,
people buying them on StockX and shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, nuts, bro. I've seen a couple of celebrities having them now, and I was just like, these shows is kind of cool. Or
they
whatever.
said the price is up.
But yeah, so when the Shadow Assassin / HQ is about to like bump Axl off and he's having like the split personality thing, when we kind of learn more about that in 12, Christina, who was trying to go save Axl or help assist, because they find out Abel provides context to who the Shadow Assassin is. And he's basically the Winter Soldier. in Lazarus.
Oh yeah, yes. He is the Winter Soldier. Like,
he's the summer soldier.
Yeah. When they had the backstory of like where he came from, what he was trained to do, trained to be the faceless monster.
Yeah, he's Joe Dirte. My man is dirty.
Yeah,
yeah. But so Chris leaves HQ. Well, leaves the HQ to go fight HQ, like with Axl. And when Axl's about to get done up, my man's pulled back. He's distracted. He's having like his psyche is literally fracturing. And here go Chris. I'm gonna call her Chris. I ain't even gonna call her by her whole fake government. She's just gonna be Chris right now, who's a whole KGB changed assassin. How
about no one has called her Alexandra since finding out her real name is Alexandra?
Yeah, word. It was like, yeah, fuck that. That's your slave name. It was like, all right, that's your Russian slave name. We don't need it no more. Yeah. But here we go. Trained KGB Russian assassin with her comfortable assault rifle. Basically, that's like an extension of her being. Her gun, that's her right arm. And she has my man dead to rights, back turn, and she misses.
She went from Steph Curry at the line to Ben Wallace in like one episode.
She went from Steph Curry to Seth Curry, bro.
Nah, at least Steph can make his free throws. She went from Steph to Mitchell Robinson.
Oh man, like
of course in that moment the inaccuracy finally came in. It's like, oh, all
right, bro. You've been hitting the wings off of flies this whole show.
Yeah, yeah.
The whole team ain't missed a shot. They've been 100% from the line this whole show.
Real quick with her and the Axl dynamic, was it these set episodes or the past set episodes where we realized she swings both ways and was like, oh, Axl. You know,
it was this set, so it was actually episode 12.
Okay,
because we had forgot to talk about the Axl was about to die. So something that I really liked in the show as we go into episode 12, Axl is essentially he's a DMP, coach's decision. He got to sit his ass down
because he got a fucking speared through his damn chest.
Man, a literal trident through his side, like a fishing harpoon through his side.
And you know what was too
the way when her damn shots
when that happened. I was like, that wasn't like climatic enough for me to think that. I mean, we knew that he wasn't going to die. We knew he wasn't going to die. But like, it wasn't epic enough of a death for that type of character. So I was like, oh, he's going to survive.
1000%. But to that point, Trav, I felt the same way. I was like, oh, he's definitely not going to die. We got 2 episodes left. He seems to be some semblance of the main character. I was shocked that they basically benched him for the rest of the show. Like, I was just like, oh, that was an interesting character choice. He obviously shows up at the end
right
for 13, but it's just like there's a big
there's a big chunk of, where he's not
where
there.
Like the rest of the team is doing like the heavy lifting, like getting like the good leads, like the actual detective work, figuring out where Skinner's at, and Axl's stuck in the hospital bed.
Which I think is good because I think it was good because it gave those other characters shine and I think too it wasn't. It still worked because it wasn't like, even though, like you said, like you could kind of, if you were going to pick a lead character, you would say it's Axl, but it didn't feel when they did take him out that they missed
the show
a step.
Didn't feel like it was missing something. Yeah, it's definitely, they did a really good job. And again, we keep bragging about the pacing of the show. Like they did a really good job. Like you said, like if you had to guess who the main character would be, most people probably pick Axl, but it's like they made everybody else important enough that you didn't feel like, I can't wait for Axl. It wasn't on some like wasting time for Goku to get out the hyperbolic time chamber.
Right.
It's just like we're just like filler episodes on Namek until he's better. It's just like the show moved on without the mission moved on without him. And it was like, oh shit, that was refreshing to see.
And you knew he was eventually going to get up because the text was "See you where the angel meets." See you where the angel meets. So
yep. And with that, we did miss a bit of a part at the end of 11 with the other side of it, with Alayna looking for Popcorn Wizard. So she does eventually find her, and we also get more insight into this common thread because Alayna, who we think is going to die from her Hapna, and we were very concerned about it, Trav and I both. She gets past it. The fever breaks. Popcorn Wizard takes care of her. Little rag on the head. They become best friends. You know, enemies become enemies. Friends become enemies. We're all richer for the experience. All that shit. But and we hear Alayna tell us about her incident that she went through. And I don't remember if it's this episode or 13, but we essentially figure out that all members of the Lazarus team were in that train station.
Yeah.
When that broke off.
And at this point, we can point out if it's from 12 or 13, but we can just talk about how this joint ends. But I was gonna say then Abel then reveals to Alayna why she was able to get over the fever, because in that incident they were all there, and they essentially, the way he described it, because in the incident is the infamous terrorist attack. For those that are wondering,
bunny
what
quote,
incident?
Terrorist bunny
quote.
Where
where they shoot Skinner's briefcase, and it has
the pre-testing help happening.
Yeah, but wasn't it like
they were trying to weaponize it?
And wasn't it like a lethal toxin that they wanted to weaponize? That
yeah. So I think it was INSCOM had, when they were doing the HAPNA testing and the monkeys were dying and shit and everything or whatnot, they had INSCOM, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. They had like taken out that aspect, like the poisonous aspect, and wanted to develop a bioweapon to like keep up with the other powers that be, kind of be proactive instead of reactive. And Skinner was also like, nah, y'all not about to like weaponize this shit. Like, this is a slippery slope. Like, this could go super left. So he stole the sample that they turned into the toxic gas and was trying to flee when INSCOM kind of snitched in a fake terrorist attack, and then the local police at that train station plus INSCOM, who were trying to get got into a standoff. His suitcase got shot. The gas exploded in the train station, effectively killing the Lazarus team. And they all died there and came back to life, which is why they are now immune to HAPNA.
Yeah, it was like they built something mutated within their body that allowed them to survive and build this resistance to HAPNA. Yep. Which is why they were all recruited.
They all effectively flatlined and then came back. And that's why they didn't fit it. So I do love that. Again, another pleasant surprise that all of them are immune to it. I thought it might have just been Axl. I thought he might, like, something in his DNA might have been like the cure that they would have needed. Very much maze runnery for sure. But I love the fact that this team was all in the train station at the same. It was also very M. Night Shyamalan. It was very much on some like Unbreakable shit.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's on the way. It's on the way. Like Unbreakable,
right now.
Sixth Sense, like those twist endings. Like, oh, I can see the scene playing out in my head now that they do the reveal that they were all in the train station at the same time.
They start off like the movie with the train station.
Yeah, hell yeah. But they keep it real ambiguous that they're all in the same train station. At the end, they go like, oh, you were all in the train station at the same time. Yeah,
they don't show their characters really. Maybe they show like the young Axl, but that's about it.
Yeah. A lot of close-ups. You don't really know where anybody's at.
Yeah. We see
the vision.
We see it.
We see what's cooking.
M-Dub.
Look, that's why they didn't announce season 2 of Lazarus. They like, oh, let's see if we can get this live action joint off the ground. Yeah,
right.
Let's see what it does.
We'll get the live action up. It'll be a flop, and then
we'll go season 2.
And it'll get people asking for the anime back.
Look, brother, look, bro, we cracked the code because, not enough people, all those weird, I won't call them weird. We won't yuck the yum of others. But for those haters who are saying that they don't fuck with Lazarus, they was like, oh, you know how we gonna get them to like Lazarus? We gonna give them a shitty live action one.
Yep.
Make them appreciate season 1 and then drop the motherfuckers with season 2.
Yep.
We got the rollout. We figured it out.
We figured it out.
Let HAPNA sort them out, bro.
Yeah, let HAPNA sort it out.
Damn, that might be the name of this episode.
Yeah. POV, this HAPNA can't affect me.
Hey. Let's go.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Facts. Big fact. What a album. Shout outs to the clips, yo.
Yeah, facts. Rap album of the year so far.
And the replay value of it is amazing. I've listened to it so many times.
Still am.
So many times. Like quadruple entendres, and I will ask them how, because I am in all.
I will find out how.
Right, I will find out how.
I will inquire how.
But as always, because what is time but a circle? We actually found out in episode 12 that HQ and the Phantom Assassin are the same person, because Chris sees in a security footage the Phantom Assassin, and then they show up the HQ person, and like, oh shit, it's the same person. And it's great. You know what? I will take this time for nerd culture. Trav, if you don't mind, I will speak on behalf of both of us. In the past, I have been a person that has shot cheddar size holes, Swiss cheese size holes in the logic that people couldn't tell the difference between Clark Kent and Superman. I would like to now apologize to those people because changing your hairstyle and glasses can make you look like a completely different person. Because until they pointed out, definitely didn't know that HQ and the Phantom Assassin were the same person.
Crazy,
I know,
right?
Trav, me and you had kind of said last week accidentally that confused, we thought that they were the same person, and like the montage at the opening was like, oh, like, is he the killer? But no, he's just the guy that takes the meetings. So which
makes sense why he would just happen to pop up at the same time when all the killings were done and the test.
So on behalf of nerddom, I would like to apologize to Kal-El, the last son of Krypton. It was a good disguise, sir. Well played.
well thought out, sir.
Well played. And I feel comfortable saying these things to you now because the actor who portrays you is from Philly. So, gang shit.
Gang.
Gang, motherfucking gang. It's Bedlam at the bank. But we round this bad boy out, Trav, with episode 13. The world is yours.
The world.
Whose world is this? Smile. What a song.
Right.
But we got a lot. We got a lot in this episode. This thing ended. It started like we said at the beginning.
Free Hirsch. Free Hirsch.
Or they said free my nigga Tip. Running from Atlanta to Philly like Mike Vick.
Meek Millie.
Rep the city. But free Hirsch, we get a standoff at InsCon where Abel shows up with his squad. We got Snyder and Mr. Green Beret on the Beret. Green Beret.
Also,
Beret.
I have to give a shout out to my wonderful wife because in the third episode where they go to visit Skinner's, or is that second episode?
Well, what part were you about to
when
say?
They go to visit Skinner's grandma Belinda?
Yeah, Babushka. Yeah, that was episode 2.
Yeah, so in episode 2, when they bring up the tulip, Allie goes, at first she goes, is that, will that be will the tulip have anything to do with the antidote? Because whenever we watch something that I've already watched, she knows I'm a terrible liar, so she asks certain questions. And even if I say I don't know, she's like, oh, okay. But like, so I go, oh, I don't know. And I was like, no, I actually really like don't know. Like, but she's like, oh, okay. But she was like, essentially that tulip's going to have some sort of relevance at the end. And that tulip is like the final lead that they get to locating where Skinner could be.
I love when you get, I wouldn't classify this as a mystery show, but I love when something that is important at the end of a show, like maybe the thing is like revealed earlier in the show, but it's like, right, if you weren't an eagle-eye watcher, as they call it in the articles, you would have missed it. But yeah, I love how the tulip was a thing in the first couple episodes, but for a different reason,
right?
Like then what? Right. So it's just like they had that hint that if they kind of had looked at it at a different way, probably would have found him a bit sooner. Mm-hmm. I mean, fuck it, Trav. Let's bury the lead. Doug, again, because he's a fucking G, did actually kind of find Skinner at the beginning of this show.
Should have trusted his gut. Should have trusted his gut.
He said something's weird about that blind man, bro. You goddamn right it was.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, so we get the reveal that Skinner has actually been living in the homeless community that is ran by Axl's homie, whose name I do not remember. I feel like it started with an H.
I thought it was a J or something.
Or a J or something. Until we figure out the name. I'll talk while you look that up, Trav. You want to? We're going to call him Jerry until we figure out what her name, sorry, respect to the pronouns, what her name actually is. But yeah, apparently after Skinner 3 years ago, pretty much after he kind of went MIA, he just literally walked into this homeless encampment and just set up shop. Just been chilling there, which I do wonder. And I would imagine he probably could have did this like pre-production before he became a vagabond. I wonder when he would have recorded. Yeah, I wonder when he would have recorded those videos, like the warning videos. Because if he's just been in the homeless encampment for 3 years, slowly losing his sight and chilling, like when did he film those videos? Like where he's like, he seems to be in like a greenhouse of some sort. Like,
right.
He's definitely in a home. Seemed like a nice home.
He definitely is that type of person. Well, they made it seem like he's been preaching to anyone that will listen that humanity is going to us as a whole, as humans, we're going to kill the environment, the world, us. Right. So he's been on this like, yo, we're fucking up and it's going to kick us in the ass at some point down the road. So, I'm sure he was 500 steps ahead in terms of, all right, here's what I need to create before, because like you said,
he definitely recorded all those in one day.
Yeah.
Multiple sessions.
Right.
My man was in Riverside.
He was in Riverside.
Oh man, shout outs to Skinner. But he walked into this homeless encampment. He's just been living there. Like Trav was saying, that the tulip kind of led them back there. Well, the teaming up of Alayna and Popcorn Wizard, they were able to like get like that final clue that they needed, and it again led them back to a place that they had been literally in the second episode. Like we said, Doug had not had a conversation with Skinner, but had asked him a question, and then somebody chimed in quite abruptly. He's like, oh, he hasn't seen anything. He's blind, which was like a major clue. Because we do learn that
it was with a J. It was Jill.
It was Jill. Was Jill's name Jerry before it was Jill? Because that name feels like it was like I feel like that was what the name was. That's a crazy deep pull from like the back of my brain. That was the name. But I feel like now I kind of want her name to have been Jack. Like
right.
When she was I want the name to have been Jack, and now she's Jill. But yeah, I kind of feel like now that you're saying the name was Jill, kind of feel like it was Jerry.
Yeah.
Kind of feel like it was Jerry. But I'm trying to think of what other big things. My personal opinion, Axl's an X-Men. That was a takeaway that I got from this episode.
Right.
Because when him and HQ had that final fight, where the angel, what was the text message again, Trav, that he had sent for their final?
See you where the angel meets.
See you where the angel meets. Yeah. So it's like that building literally collapses, and Axl somehow like he's a fucking cat. Landed on his feet,
bro, all the time.
Like my man literally surfed debris down to the ground and was able to be okay. Was on the top of a skyscraper. The building collapses. He surfs debris down to the ground, lands on his feet. He's a fucking X-Men. Can't nobody tell me different.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there was anything else that of note. So we found Skinner. He didn't take the cure.
Sorry, I couldn't find the if it was Jim or anything.
I'm just gonna say it was Jerry. Eventually, I'm sure I'll rewatch this show because I loved it. So we'll get the answer at some point. But I'm trying to remember what else of big note. Oh, one thing that I did find that was funny. So they find Skinner. Him and Hirsch get to have like their little one-on-one final conversation. Jimmy. I was close. Jimmy. Perfect. So yeah, so Skinner and Hirsch, they have their conversation. You know, we'll call it closure. Like we'll call it closure. Sure, it wasn't. Like
yeah,
the most,
like I was to be honest with you, I thought
kind
we
of
were
a
gonna
nothing conversation.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get. I will say there was a couple moments right where I was like, I thought we would have gotten a little bit more in the end outside of just like that's why I was in love with you, and it's like
yeah, something.
Oh, okay, all right,
Something. There are two.
Could have guessed that.
There are two things from here. One jokingly, one kind of seriously. I'm wondering, because like I said, we said that Doug literally found Skinner, had a conversation with him, again, somebody interviewed and answered on his behalf. And I'm wondering if Doug's teacher sent them on like a wild goose chase when he was just like, oh yeah, the grandma, the baklava and all this stuff. Because I'm like, in my logic brain, Skinner at the time that he walked into this homeless encampment was still one of the most famous people in the world. It's not like my man, he looks the same. He just has a beanie on. That's all my man had was a beanie on and some sunglasses. So I'm like, you're the most famous person in the world. You invented this drug that at the time everybody still had. It's coke. It's blue magic. It's the number one thing out there. And you walk into this encampment, you stay there for 3 years and nobody knows you're Skinner. Not one person. Right. Not one person of these people that you interact with.
No one like kind of looked at the guy with the shades and beanie was like,
And bro, it's worse than that because Jill says that he strolled in here 3 years ago and has gradually started losing his eyesight. So in my logic brain, this motherfucker didn't have the shades on when he walked in here. Jill said he's been losing his eyesight. Like, yeah, he just sits to himself now because he's gone blind. So I'm like, my man just walked in there, just fresh faced Skinner. It's me. Hey, what's up, y'all? And like nobody batted an eye. Nobody thought to say anything. Nobody when people were looking for this motherfucker, and he's like, yo, I got the cure. Come see me. Nobody in that little tent village was like, yeah.
Right.
Hey, yo, Skin. What up, my boy?
and it's almost too kind of like, all right, all of those people there are homeless. Mm-hmm. They're in the same community with the guy that has the cure for Hapna. Wouldn't, as somebody that was homeless,
one of them would sell him out.
Yeah.
One of them would sell him out.
So
in an instant.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I do have to admit, I overall really, really fucked with the show. But that's where he was the whole time. A little bit underwhelming. I won't lie.
No, I agree with you, bro. Because it's like at first when they were like tracking him down and finding him, and Doug was just like, "Oh shit, we're right here. That's right here." I'm like, "Oh, cool." Like maybe he went there like on some like chess move. Like I've been waiting for you here. I knew you'd find me. Like I thought it was on some like dick swinging shit. Like, yeah, let me go back to where y'all first started looking. Y'all got me. Let's have a conversation. But then like they go out of the way to explain that he's been there since he went missing. So I'm like, bro, like you showed up here at the height of your popularity and nobody thought anything of this.
And and you know what it kind of feels like too, in a way of like, he sent them on that goose chase because I feel like Doug's teacher 1000% had to have known that was Skinner. That like, you hang out with this dude for 3 years. Like you've been in the same community. And you know what, too? Maybe it was a thing of like, all right, we're going to send this group out on a goose chase because either someone here could just sell me out and we just repeat the mistakes of humanity over and over and over again. Or we have this special force, special ops team that we just put together, but we send them on this goose chase, forcing them to work together, forcing them to form this camaraderie, forcing them to form this bond. Because at the end, you know, they offered them all, hey, it would be a shame to disband you all. And they all join, or they all agree to stay as Lazarus, so I don't know. I was about to say spoiler alert when it's like, why would you listen to this episode not expecting spoilers? But you know, it ends with so this is the part where we're like, oh, if they wanted to continue, they could. Is that they grant everybody their freedom because they've accomplished their mission, and they ask, they say it's a shame that this group is going to be disbanded. So we're offering you the opportunity that, you know, we may need Lazarus again. and they all, without even thinking about it, say, "Yep, I'm in." And so it's almost like, did he have them go on this goose chase, knowing that, like, all right, I feel comfortable with the future of the world.
Yeah. I like that.
By having this group of people that not only just survive,
they're the cure. Like, yes, metaphor.
They're the
metaphor.
Yeah, the Lazarus team with Hirsch leading them is the real cure for humanity. So maybe that's why he led them on that goose chase. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's like with like the resurrection and shit and everything, right? Like Lazarus and all that stuff. So it's just like.
Well, maybe not as underwhelming as I initially thought. I was about to say,
if that is because I'm like, you do have to respect the self-control of Skinner, that he drops on IG that, hey, come find me. Doug finds him by accident, and he doesn't like panic and be like, you found me. He's just like, oh no, he's not here for me. He's like, I'm gonna just keep shut. Like, he ain't earned it. He found me by accident. He not even here for me.
Right. He's like,
he's like, nope.
You might need a couple more side quests before you take on this mission.
Like, I wonder if he like sees Doug coming, and he's like, damn, all right, bet. Someone, look, he on his shit. And then he comes up to talk to him, and he's like, okay, we about to get the cure day 2. All right, let's hope for the Earth. And Doug started talking about some other shit, and he's like, damn, thought I had one.
You still got a lot to learn.
He said, you got a lot to learn, young grasshopper. He's like, I got to send you on your way. He's like, come back when you're ready.
Right.
But I kind of fuck with that explanation, Trav, like in terms of like, yeah, obviously the cure for Hapna was something that was needed, but like Skinner's big crusade was like, hey, like humanity's destroying the Earth, and maybe he figured out that like humanity can't do it by themselves. Like they need shepherds to like guide them to the path of like keeping the world safe. And maybe these side quests were the Lazarus team, especially episode 4, when they all visited those islands that had succumbed to global warming. Just like, and I believe they even said it in that episode, like, damn, like maybe he wanted us to come here on purpose to see life through his eyes, to see like what we're doing to the planet, to see that he's not tripping. So if it was on some tight time, like he did all this to see who would band together to save the world, because that would be the people that he would want to leave the fate of the world in their hands, then kudos to him. Yeah? Like, right. Kudos to him. And I'm gonna choose to assume that is what this was. But to throw some jokes in the end. So they find Skinner, right? Him and Hirsch have their moment. They get their closure, whatever. Him and Axl talk. They get. If I'm a government officiated agency, and this the world as I know it is about to end, and we're at the finish line, and a blind man hands me the cure on a napkin, I don't think I'm gonna trust that Joe's the right cure.
Well, that was also funny too, where it was just like, oh, that's how we.
He's like, here's the cure. I'm like, sir, you're blind. This looks like fresh ink. When did you write this? How do you know it's correct? Like, that would have been my first question when he handed me that damn napkin. Was this before or after the blindness kicked in, bro?
Like he just wrote that joint on there. I was just like, oh, all right.
Sitting there writing this as we were talking, and I'm supposed to think these Jones is correct calculations, though.
Like he just wrote it down. I said, oh, that's how we doing it. All right.
You're blind, bro. I'm like, this blind man just handed you the cure to save the world, and you're just taking this John as gospel.
And it sounds like he about to die any second. So, bro, like, what if
he said I'm about to? Yeah, what if he just went out on a dick move? Let me give him this fake cure real quick.
It says sight. Y'all got to figure it out.
Real shit. That'd be funny as shit. they go to fucking do the testing for the first one that don't work.
Yeah. They said, and then
another video drops, and he's just like, psych.
Right. It's another riddle. Season 2 is actually the cure. There's like one molecule off, so like this antidote that they thought was the cure only has granted people like an additional year to live. So they have one more year to figure out what the last piece of the formula is.
Real shit. They're just putting in codes like 11111.
Yeah.
1111112. 111113.
And before we get out of here, the last question I had was, do you think with Axl telling HQ his question about, like, he was asking about Undone and
like the story, like how the story ends.
Yeah, and Axl gives him more information on it. Do you think that was because Axl was a part of that, or he was just relaying information that he got from Alayna?
So at first, like watching them fight and like being like very comparable, I was just like, oh damn, like I'm wondering if Axl was somebody who escaped this program. And I thought like when HQ was like starting to fracture, maybe he like recognized Axl or was like familiar with the necklace, but it seems that it might have been a bit unrelated. But I'm kind of 50-50. Before they showed Axl's flashback of him in the train station when his group of friends died, that's what kind of like cast the doubt, because when he first started telling his story, when he was like, I did have a group of friends and they all died, I thought he was talking about the assassination of the Undone Project. I was like, oh shit, Axl's friends that would have been there. HQ snapped, he killed everybody, he would have killed all Axl's friends. Axl somehow managed to escape because he's a fucking X-Men. and I mean, that could still be what it was, but when Axl, his story for what happened during the terrorist attack was shown, it seemed that it was like him and his friends didn't seem like they were like escaped assassins. Mm-hmm. Like they kind of seemed like riffraff street trash that have been friends. And he had mentioned that they had been friends for like since they were kids. Yeah. So I still kind of think that would be super fire if like maybe a pocket of kids from the Undone escaped before HQ like just assassinated everybody, and maybe that's what Axl is. But like you had said, Trav, like I wish we had gotten more, or we do get more Axl's backstory, because again, like those ain't normal hands and feet.
Nah, not normal about that.
Yeah, and then it's just like we don't even know. Do we know what got Axl in jail in the first place?
Not necessarily. Like
I know his sentence kept getting doubled because he kept escaping.
Yeah, and his original sentence was only like 3 years, or he said, or something like that.
Yeah, and I remember when Chris was like, "Oh, you got 800 years, get the fuck out, you creep," and he was just like, "Oh no, my original sentence was way less than that." Like it just kept going, but I feel like he never mentioned like why he got like or how he got in jail. So, I mean, like you've been saying, bro, like there's enough meat on that bone, like to bring us to season 2. Like,
yeah, I get some more.
But I also feel that I got enough that if it ended here, then
I'd still be satisfied with this too.
I mean, Cowboy Bebop.
Exactly.
Samurai Champloo. It's kind of the vibe, but
that's the formula.
Of all the shows by this creator that have followed that formula, like I kind of want this one to get the season 2. Like,
right, because they all had like the 26 episodes or something like that.
Yeah. And I don't even know what I would want the second season to be about. Like maybe they just take on a different big world-threatening mission,
or maybe it's the few
INSCOM tries to
maybe
rise
it's the few survivors of Undone that are now trying to.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope.
Recreate the organization.
I'd fuck with that because I kind of my second watch through before we started recording, I wasn't really paying all the attention in the world because I remembered a lot of it the first watch through. Did HQ die? Like in the collapse of everything? Didn't shit fall on him?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, I feel like he died in the building fall that Axl landed on his feet in. But when he was asking him what happened, like how the story ended, he like died in that moment. But you know, it's anime. He could have survived. Like, but I think that'd be dope at the Undone program if they if there was like maybe there was like another branch. That, you know, and them kids come looking for the smoke.
Right.
They want the smoke. Maybe they come looking for the smoke for HQ, but he's dead. So there's like, all right, well, we got to get the motherfucker that got him.
We gotta get him.
Can't get him. Gotta get back on the get backer. But I guess overall, how are you feeling? What would you give this show in its totality, Trav? 1 to 10. What would you giving it?
I'd give it 7.5.
7.5? 7.5? That's respectable to not say the same thing. I'll go 8.
Yeah,
I'll
just
go 8.
because like I will say overall really liked it. Would watch it again.
Absolutely.
But I do feel a little bit like the ending was a tiny bit underwhelming, and Axl's backstory still kind of being a mystery, and like, you know, I think what would have bumped it up to a full 8 is if, because every other character kind of had their like backstory episodes, but we didn't really get that for Doug or Axl, and they were 2 key components of this show. So I think we missing out on that kind of like, you know, put me down to that 7.5. And I don't know if it was because like
because when Doug was talking about
the
main thing, he just said like the incident, and then you kind of got like some pictures or flashes, like you don't really see like, why he was there, what he was doing,
right? So yeah, but I mean, definitely, I mean, but music though, 10 out of 10, musical score 10 out of 10. I'll give that.
Even the soundtrack is crazy,
right? So overall, definitely would recommend. I mean, have Allie watching it right now, so I'm rewatching it with her. Like I said, musical soundtrack, amazing. And yeah, if there was a second season, I would be gladly happy. And if there wasn't a second season, I'd also still be happy.
Absolutely. And I guess it's kind of as important just in terms of a content creating perspective. We know that we were telling you guys that the first Friday of each month will be our backlog, but Lazarus kind of ran right into that, and we didn't want to like just fuck up the momentum. So backlog will be airing next week, and then we'll be back on our first Fridays of each month,
and we'll be really, and then make sure you check our socials, because we'll start posting a monthly schedule of what the episode drops will be. So if we are covering a show and it happens to continue throughout the month and into the next month, then we're gonna have the backlog episode the first Friday, and then continue the reviews of said anime in the following week. So
and we should make our like run of the month shit post that we put up look like the Toonami show schedule.
Yeah, that might
be. Let's make it happen, Captain.
Just let us, and we can just plug and play. That's
absolutely. Well, good brother Chad, do you have any final words or wisdom for the Lazarus fans out there that may have existed prior to listening to us, may have been created due to listening to us?
Listen, just because they're homeless doesn't mean they don't got wisdom.
Yeah, word. Even Flavor Flav can teach you something. Never turn your nose up at the inside lead challenge.
Let me find out Skinner's in Kensington, bro.
He's in Zombie Land, bro.
There's a Skinner in Kensington.
That's why we couldn't find him, bro. My man up in K&A.
That's what I'm saying, man. The cure for cancer is somewhere over there.
I wouldn't be surprised. No, the cure for everything is probably buried underneath them needles, bro.
Yeah, facts.
It's like an archaeological dig. You just got scratched beneath the surface, dog. It's a crazy world out there.
It's a cold world we live in.
Oh man. But to all the lifers, new listeners, and fellow travelers, we have reached our final destination as we arrive aboard the Nama station. But you know, the journey never really ends, and we know that we can't change this world without you. So lend us your vibes by way of likes, listens, reviews, and subscribes. And the easiest way that you can do that, and how you can also support our sister Star Wars podcast featuring yours truly and super producer Mikey, Annie, Are You Okay? A Star Wars podcast, is by clicking the all-powerful link tree of might in the episode description below. And just like the North, always remember, whether you watch it or you read it, we all still need it. So open up that nerd eye, point it to the sky, and we will see you next time aboard the Brothership. See you soon, Space Cow people. Dodon Ray. Later, nerds.
Peace.